Yesterday, Mikhailo and I discussed this, hoping that one individual in the European Union won't block the 90 billion or the first tranche of 90 billion, and that Ukrainian warriors will have weapons. Otherwise, we'll give that person's address to our armed forces, to our guys. Let them call him and speak to him in their own language. Regarding air defense, this is also important for us. The priority remains to protect the sky and increase the interception rate of targets by our interceptors. As for your second question, we are holding consultations with all the leaders. Personally, I'm speaking with the Middle East, Qatar, the Emirates, Bahrain, Jordan. I think I'll speak with today. I can't say with whom. Why is that? I think I'll speak with someone else today. Yes, in any case, we are consulting with everyone, and all the consultations indicate that people need air defense systems. Specifically, our knowledge and expertise because, for example, strictly between us, regarding Patriots. Patriot systems in the Middle East, the countries as a whole used about 100 missiles during these attacks. Ukraine has never had that many missiles to repel strikes during this entire time. Over these 3 days, there were 120 missiles. It is understandable that the first day is a shock for the countries of the Middle East. And this is understandable, because we all remember the mass Shahed strikes. And during shock strikes, it's clear, everyone used everything they had, firing 2 or 3 at a time. In other words, the issue here is that there was no relevant experience. Now the experience is there, and everyone understands that. Patriots will not be enough. Our call is very simple. We would like to quietly, with countries that can be named, cover our own deficit for Patriot missiles and transfer the appropriate number of interceptors. I held consultations yesterday with everyone from the Commander-in-Chief, the Chief of the General Staff, the Minister of Defense, to our military personnel including intelligence management and so on. We clearly understood the quantity we need and the quantity we can produce additionally very quickly if we have such a dialogue with our partners. Besides this, we will definitely provide our expertise for the protection of civilians. And, by the way, for the protection of oil infrastructure, which, as you can see, impacts the entire world. We will definitely provide our expertise. We are in contact. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs can add to this if you wish. Andriy Ivanovich, please. Because there were questions for you as well.
Mr. President, to add to what you said, we are currently observing an erosion of security in the Middle East region. The security of this region is linked to our security as well. After all, Iran has established a global terrorist threat, created nuclear risks, and also supplied weaponry to Russia. Accordingly, we reacted through political and diplomatic channels, expressing solidarity both at the level of the head of state and at the level of other involved agencies. We condemned Iran's act of aggression towards the countries of the region. And just as the President said, today our combat expertise, combat experience, and technology are among the greatest assets of both our military and Ukraine's geopolitical positioning. We have received requests from our partners regarding relevant cooperation. We are currently discussing specific timelines and concrete practical steps to implement all of this and contribute to de-escalation and to reducing security challenges in the region.
Regarding the postponement of the negotiation process date, it is difficult for all of us to comment right now on the postponement due to the war in Iran, and it is solely related to that. Although the exchange has already begun, our exchange has already taken place. Yes, we received 200 people today, and the exchange will continue tomorrow. Our team did a great job. I believe the exchange is underway. It is wonderful that people will be returning home. So, these are parallel tracks. This proves once again that the date postponement is not because the Trilateral Contact Group isn't working, but because there are combat operations in the Middle East. We are waiting for a date from our American partners. Now, regarding what and when, honestly, I wouldn't restore it. That is my position. I told this to the leaders of Europe and to those who called me with this question, as well as to the leadership of the European Union, because this is Russian oil, and there are some things, principles, that do not have a price tag. It's just that they are killing us, and we are supposed to give oil to Orban because poor him. Without this oil, he cannot win the elections. So, that is my position. But since the situation today is as follows, the European Union has no secrets about this. They say that 90 billion will be blocked if Ukraine does not start restoring this pipeline. We can convey the information. That restoration is possible within a month and a half, if the European Union countries cannot find another option besides blocking funds for our military unless we supply Russian oil to Hungary and Slovakia. We will prepare everything, and the decision will then be up to them. But what do we want? We can use this pipeline not only for Russian oil, but to ensure its security. I think Serhiy will comment more professionally than I can.
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to Mirror Now.